Hi everyone, welcome to My Maths Academy. In this video, we'll continue with the chapter Arithmetic Progression from your 10th standard CBSE Mathematics, and I will continue with exercise 5.3 in page number 112 of your textbook. Page number 112, exercise 5.3, third problem, first subdivision. Right, in an AP, given that A equal to 5 and common difference D is 3 and nth term is 50, and we have to find n and sn. We have to find n and sn. From this information, we need to find this. Right, now if you observe, our an is 50, right? And what is an? So an is 50. And what is the formula for an? An is the nth term of an AP, and nth term of an AP is given by a plus n minus 1 into d, that is equal to 50. Fine. And now we will substitute the values of a and d, which is given. So a is 5, a is given as 5, so I am substituting a as 5, plus n we have to find, we don't know, n into d, d is 3, that is equal to 50. So now the 5 goes to the other side, so you get n minus 1 times 3 equal to 50 minus 5, this plus 5 goes to the other side, then it gets 45, it becomes 45, that is your n minus 1 into 3. Right? Either you can multiply this with 3 and then take it to the other side, or you can bring this 3 down also directly, anything is fine. So we can say n minus 1 is equal to 3, 3 comes this side, so it will become 45 by 3, this is into 3, n minus 1 into 3, so when 3 comes to the right hand side, it goes to the denominator, so your n minus 1 becomes 45 by 3 is 15, so your n is equal to 15 plus 1, minus 1 goes to the other side, so it becomes plus 1, so n is 16, so we have found n. We have found n. Now we should find Sn. Sn means we know n is 16, so we should find Sn. Sn means we should find S16, because n is 16. N we have found as 16, so Sn means we should find S16, that is equal to, now what is the value of, what is the formula for Sn? Sn we can use any one of these formulas, right? And we know there are 16 terms for which we are trying to find the sum, and we know the 16th term. This, you see, an is 50 means what? Your a 16. So here when n is 16, right? Your an is 50 means your a 16 is 50. An is 50. So n is what? N we have found as 16, which means a 16 is 50, which means the 16th term of the AP is 50, 50. That also we know, which means we know the 16th term. When you know the last term of the AP, and if you want to find the sum of the first 16 term, and 16 term is the last term of the AP, so which means you know the last term. So when you know the last term, you can use this formula, the second formula. So we can also use this formula. If you don't know the last term, we'll use this formula, or even if you know the last term, you can still use this formula, but if you know the last term, we can directly use this formula. So any one of the formulas we can use, right? So I'll use the second formula, so which is n by 2, which is 16 by 2 into a plus an. n is 16. So I'm using this formula, n by 2 into a plus an, n is 16, so 16 by 2 into a plus an, which means a plus an means a16. N, just I'm substituting n as 16 in that formula. So what do we get? So 16 by 2, we can cancel and put it 8 in the next step. A is how much? 5. Plus a16 we found is 50. So that is equal to 16 by 2 is 8 into 55. That will be 440. So what is your Sn, which is equal to S16 is 440. It is 440. Fine. So this completes the first subdivision of the third problem. So we found n is 16 and Sn. So if you want, we can say finally n equal to 16, comma S16 equal to 440. That's the answer. Fine. Now let's go to the second one. The second problem. In the second subdivision. Let's see what is given. So what is given is a equal to 7. So given, we'll write, given is a equal to 7, which is the first term, and A13 equal to 35. A13 equal to 35. And we have to find what? We have to find we should find D and S13. D comma S13. We have to find these two. What is D? D is the common difference and S13. Sum of us 13 terms. Now let's take again to A13 solution. So A13 is given as 35. Right? I'll write the AN formula also. Our AN formula is A plus N minus 1 into D. That is our any nth term of an AP. Right? So A13 means A plus 13 minus 1 into D. That is equal to 35. A13 is what? So AN. AN is A plus N minus 1 into D. So A13 will be AN. So A13 will be A plus 13 minus 1 into D. Your N is 13. So substitute N as 13 here. We'll get this. Now this becomes A is how much? A is 7. We'll substitute A is 7 plus, because A is 7, so I'm substituting here. 13 minus 1 is 12 times D equal to 35. So 12D is equal to 35 minus 7, because this plus 7 goes to the other side. It becomes minus 7. Fine. So what is our D? Now 12D is equal to 28. 35 minus 7 is 28. So D is equal to 28 by 12. So which means D is equal to 7 by 3. If you cancel by 4. So D is 7 by 3. So we have found D. Now we should find S13. What is S13 formula? S13 equal to N by 2. You can use this formula. N by 2. N is 13. So 13 by 2 into A plus AN. I'll write A plus A13. So I'm substituting N as 13 in this formula because we want S13. Right? In the place of N, put 13 here. So this will become S13 equal to 13 by 2 into A plus A13. So that is equal to 13 by 2 into A. A is how much? 7 plus A13. A13 is 35. That becomes 13 by 2 into 35 plus 7 is 42. Right? They get cancelled. 2 and 42. 21 times. So 13 times 21. Right? So 13 ones are 13, carry 1, 21, 26, 27. So that is your S13. So your S13 is 273 and your D is 7 by 3. Fine. So that is how the sum is. So final answer is D is equal to 7 by 3 and S13 equal to 273. That is the answer. Right? So this is the answer here. Fine. Now let's go to the next problem. I'll erase this. Third problem, third subdivision. So third problem, third subdivision. So what is it? It is given as A12 equal to 37. D is equal to 3. And what we should find? We should find A and S12. Solutions. To find this, A and S12. We have to find A and S12. Now again, to find the first term, A is the first term that we have to find, and then S12. Right? So solution. Again, we'll take this A13. A12. Sorry, A12 is 37. That is given in the textbook. That is one of the given conditions. Now A12 is what? A plus 12 minus 1 into D. That is equal to 37. So A12 is A plus 12 minus 1 into D. Again, we are substituting N equal to 12. A12 will become A plus 12 minus 1 into D in the nth term of an AP's formula. So now we don't know A. So A is A. That's what we have to find. Plus 12 minus 1 is 11 into D. D is 3 equal to 37. So which means A plus 11 times 3 is 33 equal to 37. So A becomes 37 and 33 goes the other side. It becomes minus 33. Right? You get 4. So your A is 4. Now we should find S12. The A we have found, which is 4. Now S12. S12 is what? Again, we know the last term, A12. When you know A12, the last term, and if you want to find S12, we can use the second formula directly. Right? So what is S12? S12 is equal to 12 by 2. This is n by 2 into A plus A12. A plus A12 because n is 12. I'm substituting n is equal to 12 in this formula. Right? So what do we get? So we get 12 by 2 is 6 into A. A we just found, which is 4. This 4. And A12. A12 is 37. Fine. So that becomes 6 into 41. Right? 6 into 41, which gives you 246. So that is your S12. So we have found A. So the final answer is A equal to 4, comma S12 is equal to 246. This is your final answer. So we have found both A and S12. Fine. Then the fourth problem in third, fourth subdivision. Right. So fourth one. So what is given? So given is A3 equal to 15. So A3 equal to 15, that is given. So given, this is given condition, given. A3 is equal to 15. So given is A3 equal to 15. S10 equal to 125. We have to find the value of D and A10. To find what is D, what is A10. We have to find what is D and what is A10. Right? So now again, solution. We have to find D and then A10. Now here A3 is given as 15 and S10 is 125. Let's take A3. So A3 is given as 15, which means A3 is what? A plus 3 minus 1 into D. That is equal to 15 because A3 is A plus 3 minus 1 into D. An is A plus n minus 1. This formula. So this becomes now A is what? We don't know A. So we'll keep A as A plus 3 minus 1 is 2 D equal to 15. Is equal to 15. So we'll keep this as it is. Right? Now this is one equation. See, we don't know A, we don't know D. Both we don't know. So this is equation number 1. Now let's take this S10. S10 is what? S10 is, now we don't know the last term. The 10th term we don't know. S10 is what? A10 we don't know. So we can't use this formula. If you want to find S10, if you know A10, then we can try to use this formula. Like AN. S10 means it should be A10. A10 we don't know. So we can't use the second formula. Let's use the first formula. So S10, and I like the first formula. Sn is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So now we should find S10. So S10 will be 10 by 2 into 2a plus n is 10 minus 1 into d. Right? So that is equal to how much? S10 is how much? 125. So this is equal to 125. This whole thing is equal to 125. Right? So I am using this formula and substituting n as 10 in this formula. N by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So now if you cancel these two, it will become 5. Right? I am going to take only these two. This is equal to this. So 5 into 2a plus 10 minus 1 is 9d equal to 125. Now this 5 also go to the other side. So you get 2a plus 9d equal to 125 divided by 5. This is into 5. If it goes to the right hand side, it will become divided by 5. So if you cancel, you get 25. So you get 2a plus 9d is equal to 25. This is your equation number 2. Now we should solve these two equations and find the value of A, and then we can find the value of D. Fine. So now let's solve this. So what is the first equation? A plus 2D equal to 15. 2A plus 9D equal to 25. Now we can solve any one of the methods. So this is equation 1, equation 2. We can multiply the first equation by 2. So first equation multiplied by 2. What do we get? So we get 2A plus 4D equal to 15 2s are 30. So each term should be multiplied by 2. So A is multiplied by 2, 2A, 2D is multiplied by 2, 4D, 15 is multiplied by 2, 30. Second one we will write as it is, 2A plus 9D equal to 25. Now we will subtract minus, minus, minus. Right? We are using the elimination method which we studied in chapter 3. Right? Since the coefficient of A is same in both, so we can subtract and cancel. So you get minus 5D equal to 5. So D becomes 5 by minus 5. The D is minus 1. Our D is minus 1. Fine. So our common difference is minus 1. Now what we must find now? We must find A10. To find A10 we should know A also. So we have found D. Let's find A. Right? Probably I'll try to write it here. I'll put a column here, or I'll erase this and I'll write it there. So D is minus 1. Now let's substitute D as minus 1 in the first equation. So we have A plus 2D equal to 15 and D is minus 1. So it becomes A plus 2 into minus 1 equal to 15, because I'm substituting D as minus 1 here. So we are substituting D as minus 1 in any one of the equations. We can put it here to find the value of D or A, I mean. Right, so A 2 into minus 1 is minus 2 equal to 15. So you get A equal to 15 plus 2. Your A is 17. So your first term is 17. Right, your first term A is 17. Now let's find A10. What is A10? 10th term A10 equal to A plus 10 minus 1 into D. Because AN is A plus N minus 1 into D. This formula. AN is A plus N minus 1 into D. So that is A plus 10 minus 1 is 9D. Then A we know it is 17 plus 9 into D is minus 1. So A10 becomes 17 minus 9. Right? So your A10 becomes 8. Your A10 is 8. So your answer is what? Answer is D is equal to minus 1. A10 is equal to 8. So we have found both A10 and D. Fine. So all of you can pause the video and take the notes. I'll go to the fifth problem. Right. I'll erase this. Right. So this is fifth problem. Third 5. So given is D is equal to 5. D is equal to 5. S9 equal to 75. We have to find A and A9. We have to find A and A9. To find A, comma A9. We have to find A and A9. D is 5. S9 is 75. We have to find A and A9. Now let's see this. So S9 is 75. So S9 is 75. And obviously we don't know A9 and we don't know A. Now S9, we'll use this formula. Sn is equal to n by 2 to 2a plus n minus 1. So what is our Sn? Sn is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Now S9 will become, S9 is 75. So S9 can be written as 9 by 2. I am applying this formula. So 9 by 2 into 2a plus 9 minus 1 into d. that is equal to 75. Now we can substitute the d as 5 here. So 9 by 2 into 2a, a we don't know, plus 9 minus 1 is 8, and d we know, d is given as 5. So 8 into 5 equal to 75. Now your 2a plus 8 5s are 40 equal to 75 into, this will go to the other side, 9 by 2, if it goes to the other side, it will become 2 by 9. Right? 9 by 2 becomes 2 by 9. Now we can cancel this by 3. 3 3s are 3, 25s are 75. So you get 2a plus 40 is equal to 25 times 2 is 50 by 3. We get 50 by 3. Now what is our a? So 2a becomes 50 by 3 minus 40. This goes to the other side. So by 1. So you get 50 minus 120 by 3. That is your 2a. So you can do this into this. 50 into 1 is 50 minus 3 into 4 is 120 by 1. 3 into 1 is 3. Or you can take LCM and do the fraction subtraction. Right? You can do this way also. 50 into 1 is 50 minus 3 into 4 is 120 by 3 into 1 is 3. So this into this minus this into this by this into this. Or you can take LCM as 3 and then you can do your regular LCM method and find it. So it becomes minus 70 by 3. So your 2a equal to minus 70 by 3 into 2. This 2 will go to the denominator. Right? So 2 and 75 goes, it is 35. So a is equal to minus 35 by 3. That is your a. The first term is minus 35 by 3. Now we have found the first term. Now we should find a9. What is a9? Where is here? So a9 is a plus 9 minus 1 into d. That is our a9. Because you are using the formula an equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. And what is a? A we found it as minus 35 by 3 plus 9 minus 1 is 8 into d. D is 5. D is 5. So that becomes minus 35 by 3 plus 40. Fine. So if you do that, what do we get? We get minus 35 plus 120 by 3. That becomes 85 by 3. That is your a9. The ninth term is 85 by 3. Fine. So the final answer is a equal to minus 35 by 3 and a9 is equal to 85 by 3. a9 is equal to 85 by 3. So that completes our fifth problem. Now let's go to the sixth problem. Fine. So all of you can pause the video and take the notes. I'm going to erase this side now. Right? I'll erase this. Okay. So third problem, sixth subdivision. Now what is given? The given is a is equal to 2. Given is a is equal to 2. Given condition. A is equal to 2. D is equal to 8. And Sn equal to 90. And we have to find n and an. We have to find n and an. To find n comma an. We have to find what is n and what is an. A suffix n. Right? Okay. Now again, solution. So the only equation that we can use is Sn. Sn is 90 they have given. So Sn equal to 90. And what is Sn formula? Sn is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. That is your Sn formula. That is equal to 90. Sn is 90. So we don't know n. We can substitute a and d now. But Sn formula is what? N by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. We'll use the first formula. This is this one. I mean, Sn's first formula, right? So now let's substitute. So n we don't know, there is n by 2. We have to find n and then an. 2a, 2 into a is 2 plus n we don't know, so n minus 1 to d is 8 equal to 90, right? So now we can, if you see, we can take this 2 common. 2 is present in both, so n by 2 into, if I take 2 common out from these two, here 2 is taken out, so I'll have 2 plus n minus 1 into, here I have taken 2 out, so 8 will become 4 equal to 90. Why I am taking 2 out? Because I can cut these two, right? So I get n into 2 plus n into 4 is 4n minus 4 equal to 90. So n into 2 minus 4 is minus 2, this is 4n, so 4n minus 2 equal to 90. Then multiply, so 4n square minus 2 into n is minus 2n equal to 90. Equal to 90. Now, so you have 4n square minus 2n is equal to, minus 90 equal to 0. So I'm bringing everything. Now it's a quadratic equation in n. Now we'll cancel throughout by 2 because 2 is common everywhere. So we can cancel throughout by 2. So if we cancel throughout by 2, we get 2n square minus n minus 45 equal to 0. Right? So each term is divisible by 2. So I'm dividing each term by 2. So simply simplify this. So 4 by 2 is 2, 2 by 2 is 1, 90 by 2 is 45. Now we have to factorize this. So now what is the rule? When I multiply, I should get 2 into 45, 90. In the same 2 number, this is minus. So if I subtract, I should get the coefficient of this, which is 1. So what are the numbers? A and B. 10 into 9. 10 9s are 90. 10 minus 9 is 1. So to know how to factorize this, you can watch my factorization videos where I have explained how to factorize this by splitting the middle term. Right? You can watch my factorization videos, which is under the factorization of polynomials section in my YouTube channel. You can watch that playlist. So now it is a subtraction case. So one is positive, one is negative. So greater number will take this sign, which is minus. So minus 10 plus 9. So this will become 2n square minus 10n plus 9n minus 45 equal to 0. So here if I take 2n common, I'll get n minus 5. Here plus 9 common, n minus 5 equal to 0. So here I get n minus 5 again common. I'll get 2n plus 9 equal to 0, which means my n minus 5 equal to 0 or 2n plus 9 equal to 0, which means n is equal to 5 or 2n plus 9 is 2n equal to 0 goes to the other side, becomes minus 9. 2n equal to minus 9, right? So which means your n will become minus 9 by 2. Your n will become minus 9 by 2. Sorry, I'm writing 2 down. I'll write it here. So we get n is equal to 5 or n is equal to minus 9 by 2. But n cannot be negative. The n is the number of terms. So n cannot be negative. So n can't be negative. N cannot be negative. So we can't take this value. This is ruled out. So we have to take, this means negative. Minus VE means negative. Or I can write fully. Cannot be negative. So therefore our n is 5. So we have found n. So n is 4. We have found n. Now we should find an. An means a5. So we have to find an, which means a5. a5 is what? A plus 5 minus 1 into d. As per this formula. An is a plus n minus 1 into d. N is 5 here. Now let's substitute everything. A is what? 2. Plus 5 minus 1 is 4 into d. D is 8. So you get 2 plus 32, which is 34. So that is your a5. Your a5 is 34. So what we have found? We have found n and an. So n is 5 and a5 is 34. Because n is 5, so an is a5. When n is 5, an will be a5. Right? So this is the solution. Right? So all of you can pause the video, take the notes. I'll go to the next problem, which is a seventh subdivision. Seventh subdivision. Now what is given? What we have to find? So seventh one is A is equal to 8. That is given. And AN is equal to 62. That is also given. And SN is equal to 210. SN is equal to 210. And we have to find N and D. We have to find N, comma D. N we have to find number of terms and D. Right? So now the solution is now what is SN? So AN is 62, that is given. SN is 210. But AN we know. When you know the last term, AN, which is 62, then we can use this second formula to write SN. So SN will be what? SN will be N by 2 into A plus AN. Sn is equal to N by 2 into A plus AN. I am using this formula. Sn is equal to N by 2 into A plus AN. So if you use this, then we get this is equal to 210. Our Sn is 210, so that this is Sn, that is equal to 210. Fine. So N by 2, so N we don't know, so there is N by 2. A we know 8, plus AN also we know 62, equal to 210. So you get N by 2 into 8 plus 62 is 70, equal to 210, right? So we can cancel these two, and then we can put 35 times. So here 35n equal to 210. So n will become 210 by 35, right? So if you cancel them, right, you cancel by, it goes 6 times, right? So that is equal to 6. If you cancel 35 times 6 is 210, so n is 6. So we have found n as 6. Now we should find d. What is d? So to find d, we can use in this an and then find d. So what is the formula for d? So an is 62 and an is a plus n minus 1 into d. That is the formula. Nth term of an AP, that is 62. Fine. Now a is how much? 8. 8 plus n. N is 6. 6 minus 1 into d. D we need to find. So d is d. That is equal to 62. So which means 8 plus 5d is equal to 62. Your 5d is equal to 62 minus 8. The plus 8 goes this side, it becomes minus 8. It becomes 54. Your 5d is equal to 54. Your d is equal to 54 by 5. So that is your d. Your d is 54 by 5. So we have found n, we have found d. So the answer is, I'm writing it here, n equal to 6, comma d is equal to 54 by 5. This is the answer for the 7th problem. Fine. All of you can pause the video and take the notes. Fine. Now the next one, problem number 8. I'll erase this side. So third problem, 8th subdivision. Third problem, 8th subdivision. So what it is an is given as 4. So an equal to 4. D is 2. Sn is 14. So minus 14. We have to find n and d. To find, so this is given. Given is an is 4, d is 2, Sn is minus 14, and we have to find. To find this n comma a. What is n? What is a? We have to find these two. We have to find n and a. Now again, see, an is given. Solution. An is given. An is 4. So an is what? An is a plus n minus 1 into d. That is equal to 4. And a we don't know. N also we don't know. We can't substitute for both. But d is how much? 2. That is equal to 4. So d I am substituting. So we get a plus 2 into n is 2n. 2 into minus 1 is minus 2 equal to 4. You get a plus 2n is equal to minus 4. This minus 2 goes to the other side, becomes plus 2. So you get a plus 2n equal to minus 2. So this is your first equation. Oh, sorry, why did I put minus 4? Plus 4. 2 goes this side, it becomes 6. 2, 4 plus 2 is 6. Sorry. Right? So this is your first equation. A plus 2n is equal to 6 is your first equation. Now let's go here. Sn. Sn is equal to minus 14. And we know an, the last term. When you know an, then we can use this formula to find right Sn. So Sn is what? Sn is n by 2 into a plus an. That is equal to minus 14. Right? Sn is n by 2 into a plus an. That is equal to minus 14. Now n by n we don't know. N by 2. A also we don't know. We write a. But an is given as 4. So an is 4. That is equal to minus 14. Right? So if you want, we can take this 2 to this side. So you get n into a plus 4 equal to minus 28. 14, 2 goes here. 14 minus 14 into 2. If you want, I'll write that. Minus 14 into 2. The denominator 2, if it goes to the other side, it goes to the numerator. So multiplied by 2. So you get n into a plus 4 equal to minus 28. This is equation number 2. Now we should solve these two equations and find the value of a and n. You will find the value of a and n, right? Fine. Now, how do we solve this equation? How do we solve this equation? We have to find n and a. Now, let's take the first equation. Now, the first equation is a plus 2n equal to 6. Now, we can write our a as a will become 6 minus 2n, right? That n goes to the other side. It becomes, so when you have two equations and two variables, we have to solve them, right? We have to solve them and find the value of each of the variables. Now, a plus 2n is 6. So, if this 2n goes to the other side, it becomes minus 2n. So, a becomes 6 minus 2n. Now, we'll substitute a as 6 minus 2n in this one. Right? So, this becomes n into a plus 4. A is what? 6 minus 2n plus 4. Because instead of a, I am putting 6 minus 2n plus 4 equal to minus 28. So, you get n into 6 plus 4 is 10. So, you get 10 minus 2n equal to minus 28. Equal to minus 28. So, what do we get now? Let me erase this. So, you got, I am writing the step, same step, 10 minus 2n equal to 28 minus 28, right? So, now if you multiply, you will get 10n minus 2n square equal to minus 28. Now, we will go throw everything to the other side. So, it will become 0 equal to 2n square goes this side, it will become minus 28. 10 goes this side, minus 10n. This goes here, it will become plus 2n square. So, I can write this as 2n square minus 10n minus 28 equal to 0. Now, I can cancel throughout by 2. N square minus 5n minus 14 equal to 0. Right? If I cancel throughout by 2, the 2 is common. I am dividing each term by 2. I will get this. Now, we have to factor. So, multiply, I should get 14. And if I subtract, I should get this 5. Why subtract? Because this is minus. So, my a equal to b equal to. We have to find what is our a, what is our b. We have to find what is a and what is b. Fine. So, we should find what is a equal to, b equal to. So, a equal to 7, b is equal to 2 because 7 2s are 14 and 7 minus 2 is 5. Fine. So, now it is subtraction case. So, one will be positive, one will be negative. Greater number will take minus 7 and this will be plus 2. So, you get n square minus 7n plus 2n. This is factorizing by splitting the middle terms. So, if you take n common, I get n minus 7 plus 2 is common, n minus 7 equal to 0, which means n minus 7 into n plus 2 equal to 0. Right? So, which means n minus 7 equal to 0. or n plus 2 equal to 0. Either this is 0 or this is 0. We are just factorizing like how we did in our quadratic equation chapter. So n is 7, minus 7 comes this side, becomes 7, and n becomes minus 2 because plus 2 goes to the other side. It becomes minus 2, and we know n cannot be negative. So n cannot be negative. N cannot be negative. So therefore n should be 7. We have to take only the positive value, not this side. We can ignore this. N is 7. Now n is 7, we can substitute in this equation or in this equation, which is one and the same, to find a. So a is what? A is equal to 6 minus 2n. A is equal to 6 minus 2n. So which means 6 minus 2 into 7. So that is 6 minus 14. That is your a. Your a become minus 8. So we have found n as well as a. So our n is 7, n equal to 7, and a equal to minus 8. A is equal to minus 8. Right? So all of you can pause the video and take the notes. I'm going to erase this side. Right? Okay. Erase this also. So next one is third problem, ninth subdivision. So what we should do? We should find D, where given is A is equal to 3, N is equal to 8, S is equal to 192. Right? Sum of S is equal to 192 means it is sum of 8 terms. When N is 8 means find D. We have to find D. D. What is D? What is common difference? D. Right? A is 3, N is 8, S is 192, and we have to find D. Now again solution is, let's observe, S is 192 means it is actually S8. S8 is 192 because your N is 8 terms. When N is 8, your S is 192 means S8 is 192. Right? And what is S8? We don't know the last term, A8. So we can't use second formula, we will use the first formula. So what is the first formula? N by 2. Right? Our Sn formula is N by 2 into 2A plus N minus 1 into D. And S8 is 192, that is given. Why I am saying yes, how this became S8? Because when N is 8 and they just to say S, which means sum of 8 terms is 192. That is the meaning of that. Right? So now S8 is, let's substitute, S8 is S8 by 2. Where N is 8, is 8 by 2 into 2A. 2 into A is 3 plus N is 8 minus 1 into D, we don't know, D is D, that is equal to 192. So we have to solve this and find the value of D. Now these two gets cancelled, it becomes 4, right? And this 4 can be taken to the other side. So you get 2 into 3 is 6 plus 8 minus 1 is 7, D is equal to 192 by 4. So this 4, it comes to the other side, becomes divided by 4. So you get 6 plus 7D is equal to, if you cancel this by 4, you get how many times? 4 times 32 is 8 times, 48. So your 7D is equal to 48 minus 6. So 7D is equal to 42. D is equal to 42 by 7. The D common difference is 6. The D is 6. So you have found the value of D. Fine. So this is the ninth problem. Then in third, 10th problem. What is given? L is given. Given is L equal to 28. L is equal to 28. S is equal to 114. S is equal to 144. Sorry, 144. And there are 9 terms they have said, which means N is equal to 9. We have to find A. We have to find what is A. We have to find A. Right? L is 28. L means last term. Or you can call it as AN. AN is 28. L means AN. 28. Sum is 144. There are total 9 terms, which means n is 9, and we have to find the value of a. Now, so solution. The s is 144 means, and there are 9 terms means s9 is 144. That is the meaning of it. S9 is 144. Sum of 9 terms, because there are total 9 terms and the sum is 144 means sum of first 9 terms is 144, which means S9 is 144. And so now we know the last term L. So we can use this formula, which is same as this. We can use this formula. So our Sn is what? Sn is n by 2 into a plus L. N by 2 into a plus L. Right? So our S9 is what? S9 will be 9 by 2 into A is we don't know, plus L we know, 28. That is equal to 144. N by 2, N is 9, so 9 by 2 into A we don't know, plus L is 28 given, equal to 144. So now A plus 28 will be equal to 144 into 9 by 2 will become 2 by 9. 9 by 2, if it goes to the other side, it becomes 2 by 9. Right? Now we can cancel 144 by 9. How many times it goes? 16. Right? So 16 so A plus 28 equal to 32. So your A becomes 32 minus 28. Your A becomes 4. So what is the value of A? Your A is 4. So we have found A. Fine. So all of you can pause the video and take the notes. And this ends the third problem, which had 10 subdivisions. I have done all the subdivisions. Right? All of you can pause the video and take the notes, and I will stop the session here. You can watch my next video for the continuation of this. Thank you for watching. See you all in the next video. Thank you.